In the bustling town of Happyville lived Penny the panda and Leo the lion, the best friends known for their boundless curiosity and love for delicious treats. Today, their kitchen wasn't just a place to grab a snack. It was a bakery waiting to be explored, armed with a recipe and a heaping helping of enthusiasm. They were embarking on a grand adventure, baking their very own loaf of bread.
Look, Leo, I found a recipe for the easiest, fluffiest bread ever. Are you ready to become bakers?
Absolutely, Penny. My nose is ready to be tantalized by the fresh-baked aroma of success. What's the first ingredient on our list?
Penny scanned the recipe, her brow furrowed in concentration.
Aha! It says we need 3 cups of warm water. Let's grab our cups, Leo.
With a flourish, they retrieved cups and spoons, ready to tackle the recipe one ingredient at a time. Penny pours water into the mixing bowl, counting diligently.
1 cup, 2 cups, and 3 cups. There you go, Leo. The warm water bath for our bread is ready.
Excellent work, Penny. Now, according to the recipe, we need 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast. Time to get those spoons out.
They carefully measured the yeast, their movements precise as they added it to the warm water.
There, 2 tablespoons of sleepy yeast ready to wake up and make our bread rise.
Next on the list was a delightful ingredient, sugar.
1 tablespoon of sweetness for our delicious bread. Leo,
Sugar is like the magic ingredient, Penny. It helps the yeast wake up and do its bubbly work.
With each ingredient added, the anticipation in the kitchen grew. They poured in a teaspoon of salt, a sprinkle for flavor. Then came 3 tablespoons of olive oil, a drizzle for richness.
look, Leo, the yeast is starting to bubble. It's coming alive.
It's like a tiny party in there, Penny. Bubbles mean the yeast is happy, and happy yeast means delicious bread.
The most crucial part of the recipe arrived. 4½ cups of all-purpose flour.
1 cups, 2 cups, 3 cups. Whoa, Leo, this is a lot of flour.
Don't worry, Penny. We can add it slowly and stir it in until we get a nice soft dough. 4 cups. And a half of it. See, everything is fine.
With measured patience, they added the flour cup by cup, mixing it into the wet ingredients. Soon, a soft, sticky dough formed in the bowl.
Look, Leo, it's time to get our hands dirty. The recipe says we need to knead the dough for 10 minutes.
Kneading is like giving the dough a massage, Penny. Let's work together and make this dough strong and smooth.
For 10 minutes, they kneaded the dough, their laughter filling the kitchen. Penny kneaded one side, Leo kneaded the other. Slowly, the dough transformed, becoming elastic and smooth. When Penny pushes her finger into the dough, a dimple remains.
Look, Leo, the dough is perfect. It's time for oven.
They placed the dough in a loaf pan, covered it with a few drops of oil, spread with a silicone brushes.
Now comes the best part, Penny, waiting. But the wait will be worth it because the reward is fresh baked bread.
After what felt like an eternity, but was really just an hour, the dough had covered in a nice golden brown crust.
I think it's ready. Come on, let's get it out of the oven.
Wow, would you look at that fine crust? Looks so yummy.
And it smells delicious too, Penny.
And with a golden brown crust and a tantalizing aroma that filled the entire house, Penny and Leo carefully pulled their masterpiece out of the oven. The great bread baking bonanza was a roaring success. As they sliced into their creation, the warm, fluffy bread promised a symphony of flavors.